For some reason, I've made it a habit to talk about PlayStation multiplayer games on this channel, so yeah, of course we gotta talk about Bungie's Marathon. So Marathon finally had its big shebang. The full reveal has finally happened, and I gotta admit, right off the bat, I'm quite impressed with this game's visual identity. Bungie put out a beautiful 8-minute, like Denis Villeneuve fever dream of a trailer. It's all CG and it's not like super indicative of what the game is, but it really does show off this game's identity really well. Shows off its characters, its world, and even a little bit of the gameplay, right? It's kind of like showing what we're kind of doing in this game and why we're doing it. And that trailer, I'm just so impressed with. Visually, it's honestly masterful. It truly is. Hideo Kojima would be proud. I will be talking about that trailer specifically in the future in another video. I'll leave it at that. I do want to focus with today's video. I want to focus on the gameplay and like what this game is and the risk and challenges it's going to be facing in the future. So again, visually, I am impressed. I think this game sets itself apart from its contemporaries, from other games on the market. I think it sets itself apart from other Bungie projects as well. You know, if you like look at Destiny 2 and squint your eyes, you can kind of see Halo. You can kind of just see a little bit of Halo there. That's still kind of ingrained in that game in some ways. Whereas this, again, feels vastly different than anything Bungie has worked on before, and vastly different than, again, anything else on the market. And I think that that is massively important. I think that that is hugely important when it comes to, again, enticing players to jump into something new and fresh. And this game does have a price tag, so you do have to draw players in. It's not like a free-to-play thing where you can just say, it's free, I'll try it out this weekend, and if it's really good, I'll stick around. You do have to get people to try it first, and again, that's one of its first challenges. Yeah, this game is going to be, we don't really know yet. Bungie said that it might be $40. It's not $70, that they've made that clear, but it's probably going to be like $40 or $50. And there is going to be seasonal content as well. They haven't really talked about like how that roadmap is going to work. They did say they're going to introduce new heroes. I don't think they're really called heroes in this game, but new characters, new maps, probably new modes, new weapons, and things of that sort. And I don't really know how that stuff is going to be introduced to the player. I don't really know how that stuff is going to work with a game that already has a price tag. Look, it's really, really hard to sell a multiplayer game now. Sony knows this more than anyone at this moment. This is their third attempt at a multiplayer game within the last year. I'm talking about Concord, and I'm also talking about Midnight Murder Club that has kind of failed to escape its niche audience. And it's crazy because it's a super fun game and you think it would have blown up by now, but it really hasn't. And it's crazy that it even is a PlayStation game that people are playing on Steam right now, but that's a different conversation. And they also have another extraction shooter in development right now, potentially coming out next year? Fair Games. Yeah, Fair Games is still a video game, and that is still happening. And again, Sony is still trying to get multiplayer games off the floor. So I'm editing this video right now, and I gotta be honest, I'm really sick of using this footage. I'm really sick of using this trailer in my videos. I've used it like, it feels like a dozen times now. Can you, Sony, please put out a new trailer for this video game? It can be another CG trailer. I don't care. I'm tired of this trailer. I truly am. And look, I don't want to be that guy that brings up Concord every single time PlayStation has a new shooter coming out, or I don't want to be that guy that continuously makes fun of Fair Games, even though I have continuously made fun of Fair Games. Look, these games face their own unique challenges and take their own unique risk. Concord, especially, it was an uphill battle for that video game, regardless of what PlayStation was doing, regardless of what games they have in development, what future projects they have in development. All of these games face those unique challenges every single time they come out. And again, Concord has nothing to do with the failure or the success of Marathon. And I hope that success is inevitable for this game. I truly do. I do want to be clear here. I want this game to do well for PlayStation. I especially want this game to do well for Bungie. I want these games to succeed. I'm not here saying, oh, this game's gonna fail because I want it. That's not what I'm doing here. Talking about those unique risks, though, this game having a price tag is scary. It's crazy saying that. It's crazy saying this game, having to pay for this video game is its unique challenge. It truly is, though. I mean, look at the market right now. The most popular multiplayer games out right now, most of them are free to play. Fortnite is free to play. Warzone is free to play. Is PUBG still free? I think PUBG is still free to play. I think people are still playing it. And again, I don't want to keep bringing up Concord, even though I just said that I'm not going to keep bringing up Concord, but Concord also had a $40 price tag. And a lot of people relate that to its demise. Why that game never succeeded was because people had to buy the game. And there's so many other games in the market where you don't have to buy the game. And we're in this weird place right now where players' expectations are in a weird place. $80 video games are coming out. We're facing a lot of economic challenges as a consumer right now. And yeah, I'll be real with you. A $40, $50 multiplayer game is a tough sell. But I watched the amazing cinematic trailer and I'm like, I kind of want to be in this world. I kind of want to play as this guy. This guy right here. Look how cool he looks. Dude, his voice, the fact that he's just fighting just to listen to this music like that, I feel an emotional connection to this character now. And I think that is something that Concord was absolutely missing, was missing that emotional connection. But also, again, there's something very, very unique about this project. There's something really unique about these characters. It is combating these challenges, I think, really well. And not only visually, I do think that the gameplay here is also kind of setting itself apart. I'm not the biggest extraction shooter fan. I've never played Escape from Tarkov. Actually, I don't think I've ever played an extraction shooter, so maybe just don't listen to a single word I say. But watching gameplay, watching Bungie play this game and watching streamers play this game together, and these teams of 3, and like seeing the teamwork at hand, and seeing how tense and scary a lot of these matches could be, is kind of exciting. I do think that there's a lot here gameplay-wise that also sets itself apart. This is something not necessarily new and fresh, but it definitely feels refined compared to Tarkov, compared to other games in the market. This feels like a refined and new take on the extraction shooter. And I do think that, like, seeing streamers play it, might help get others involved with this game. Like, oh, I want a team of 3. I want to jump in. I want to also go through these intense moments and also face these challenges within the game. And I thought that they did a really good job. I think Bungie did a really good job of showing what this game is right off the bat. The fantastic reveal. I will say that. I think the reveal is fantastic. Showing gameplay, having devs talk about the game, big cinematic trailer, just kind of checking all the boxes, right? They're checking all of the boxes on how to properly reveal a game. We're setting up the world, we're seeing gameplay, we're talking about price, but not fully yet, right? We still kind of got you on the hook here. There's a lot that they're doing right now. But again, having a battle pass and seasonal content is such a hard sell for a paid for game. And will it retain an audience? Will it keep that audience? I do think that there is an audience there. I think just Bungie in general has a lot of people that are excited about their next project. I think just Destiny fans in general are ready to jump on. I watched IGN's preview of this game, and they were like, I've been dying for Destiny PvP. Apparently that's just like not really been a thing, or it kind of fell apart in Destiny 2, and like a lot of Destiny PvP fans are just jumping into this game with like excitement. Holy shit, finally Bungie back at it again with PvP. And that's exciting. Like, that gets me excited. Like, oh, well, I kind of want to be a part of this now. I didn't know that was like something you guys were like really looking for. And I guess it has been a little while since Bungie's made a PvP game. I mean, obviously there is PvPvE elements to this. It is an extraction shooter, but like fighting other players in a Bungie game, it's like they haven't properly done that since like Halo. And that is cool, right? I think Bungie's next course of action, what their next step should be, is to communicate value to the player, right? I think that the first season or the first battle pass or however they try to monetize this game, I think it needs to be free for a little while. I mean, obviously you have a price tag, right? You're buying into this game already. Maybe have like different tiers, right? Maybe have like a $20 version where you get the full game, you get all the heroes, and then have like a $40 version, like a Founders Edition, where you get some bonus cosmetics and stuff like that, or you get some extra stuff, right? Maybe do something like that where you do have like a cheaper SKU for the game. and then have free content for its first year. Like, roadmap needs to be free for the first like 6 months or a year. We're like, hey, we're gonna have new maps and new heroes and stuff. All that stuff's gonna be free, but then at a later date, we'll have bigger expansions, and that stuff will be paid. I think that is kind of, they have to demonstrate value to the player. What are you getting with your $40? Because I believe at launch, there's only like 6 heroes. I think there's 3 maps. There's not like a ton of stuff to do right off the bat. I mean, I think, again, its core gameplay is enough, right? The game is worth $80, to be clear. Like, I'm not saying that this game is not worth a price tag. I'm saying that it's tough to demonstrate its worth to potential players. I think it's tough to demonstrate that to someone that might be on the edge. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to play this. You know, I think curiosity is a big selling point to free-to-play games, right? Oh, I'm curious what this game is like. Oh, it's free to play? I could just play it right now. I'll try it out this weekend. Oh, there's a battle pass? Shoot, I'm having fun. I'll spend $10. I'll spend $8 on a battle pass and buy skins. Like, that has been sort of Fortnite's success. That has been Warzone's success, is eliminating that barrier of entry. And I'm not saying that you can't sell a multiplayer game, but I do think that it is important, again, to demonstrate the value of this game quickly and right off the bat, like before the game comes out. The game doesn't come out till September, right? You still have time. Obviously, like, open betas are going to be huge and integral to the launch of this game. I think that having like a big free open beta to all players is going to be very important. I mean, obviously that's just important for any multiplayer game to like stress test the game, of course, but also to sell the game, right? Open betas are more than just testing the game. You're also testing the players. You're also saying, hey, what kind of audience could we potentially have come launch? And I do think that's going to be, it's going to be really telling to see how Bungie works on this game, how they sell this game to the player. I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest, because again, a lot of these multiplayer games have faced challenges and a lot of them have failed, and it breaks my heart every single time when I see these studios shut down and facing layoffs because of those failures and because of no backing, you know, behind their publisher. And that's also scary. I'm also not really going into detail on how PlayStation is selling this game. Bungie is a PlayStation-owned studio, or a Sony-owned studio, I should say, and I don't really know what that means. Sony really hasn't demonstrated on, like, what, obviously they're taking a cut of the profit, right? But like, I don't really know what that means. How does Bungie benefit from that partnership, from that ownership? I don't know, man. The good news is, and I think I'm late enough in the video where I can say this, the game looks fucking awesome. It looks really fucking fun. And I really hope for PlayStation, I hope that they give it a chance. If it doesn't make its mark right off the bat, if it doesn't blow up right away, like, give it a little bit. Let it breathe. Let it try. Let Bungie try to sell this game. Let them continue. I really do think that, like, Concord's failure is PlayStation's fault. When it's all said and done, it is PlayStation's fault. And I hope that PlayStation stands behind Bungie and says, hey, we got you. We got you. That's why PlayStation buys these studios, right? Is that they can afford to make a few mistakes, and they have that backing. They have that net that can catch them and push them forward to success. But only time will tell for Bungie's marathon. I think it looks fucking awesome. I think it looks really, really fun. I'm probably there day one. I hope a lot of other people are as well. I think Bungie deserves it, and shit, I think PlayStation deserves it. Damn, it's been rough. It's been a rough couple of years for PlayStation's multiplayer efforts. Make sure to comment down below and give me your thoughts on all things Marathon. What did you think of the insane cinematic trailer? But also, what do you think of this game's challenges? And what do you think of this game's gameplay? Do you think it could find an audience? Are you sold on this game yet? How much are you willing to pay for this game? Let me know in the comments below. This was kind of a different type of video. I don't typically, like, go in depth on a game's reveal. It's kind of fun to do it, so maybe expect more of that kind of stuff in the future. I truly appreciate you watching. The 8% of you that are still in this video, thank you. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, subscribe, be a part of this channel. I'm making videos every single week. I'm streaming every single week as well. Check the links down in the description below. And again, thanks for watching, and until next time, party on.